But Pisces, the songs that I got for you were See You on the Outside by a punk rock group. It's a SoCal punk group that I used to listen to when I was a teenager. Their band name is called No Use for a Name. And it's literally called See You on the Outside. The front man actually died when he was 33. Number threes were very, anyways, that's the first song I got you. It's called See You on the Outside. It says, I'll see you on the outside and it'll never be the same. After all that's happened, what is it that we've gained? I've made mistakes before and never lived them down. After all you've done for me, I'm bound. And then she's saying, there's a girl that chimes in. It's a guy and a girl going back and forth. And she says, don't say another word. And they talk about, you know, I'm bleeding on the outside. And like, it's like, this guy super regrets. It's like they've reached this point of no return in this relationship. And it's like something's been done that you just can't take back. It was that kind of energy. And then I also got Amanda Palmer, Not the Killing Type. She's like, I wouldn't kill to win a war. I don't get what they're fighting for. It's all so terribly vague. And then she talks about, she just talks about how she's a pacifist, all right? And she doesn't like killing and being, you know, violent or doing things like that. And she talks about the one time in her life that she did have to kill something. She says, one stepped on a dying bird. It was a mercy killing. I couldn't sleep for a week. I kept hearing it's breaking bones. I heard that if you see a star at night, yeah, and the conditions are just right, you can make a wish and change somebody's life. But then she talks about, you know, she takes this whole thing about not killing and doing all this shit. And then the chorus is like, but I would kill to make you feel. All right? Kill to, you know, do this thing for real. But I wouldn't do it. That is wrong. But I can say it in a song. And I'm saying it loud. I'm saying it clear. And then she's talking about, I don't care if you even hear it. I just had to say it. It's like somebody's been withholding feelings here, big time. A big time withholding feelings. Like somebody's just screaming into the void. Like, I swear to God, there's nothing I wouldn't do to make you just tell me exactly what the fuck you feel right now. It's driving somebody crazy. I got 9 of Swords energy for you guys. I don't know why I wrote down she doesn't know your name. I feel like why I channeled that, it was something about somebody had an affair that was stupid that they put like zero thought into. It's like this person doesn't even know like your full name. You know, it's like they don't even know your government name. It was like such a worthless affair, but you can't take it back. It literally meant nothing. Also, Amanda Palmer is a Taurus sun and moon, but her Mars is in Cancer. So she appears and feels, you know, very like Taurus-like, very, you know, not budging, very fixed and all that stuff. But on the, you know, she really is a pacifist. Her Mars is in Cancer, like one of the least violent signs. Like somebody has a really hard exterior, but a really mushy inside is what I got for you guys, Pisces. I got a lot of, you know, sun-moon dichotomy energy for you guys. Also, the lead singer for No Use for a Name was actually in a band previously called Scorpios. Randomly enough, I never knew that. I looked that up today, though, and saw it in Wikipedia. I was like, holy shit. That song, though, is about, like, why the hell did we go through all this? Like, what did we gain? And it's about not being able to let go and move past things. It's like people holding grudges. If y'all are holding grudges in your relationship, we need to let those go during Scorpio season. If you can't get past it, you're never going to get past it by now, is what I want to tell some of you. You got to leave it in the dirt and move forward. You guys can't keep bringing up these same things that were supposedly resolved in the relationship. I feel like somebody's real fucking sick of having that same conversation. They're like, I thought you forgave me. I thought we moved on from this. It's that kind of energy. What's the, what cards do we need for Pisces? What do they need to see? What's going on with Pisces? What's going on with Pisces? Pisces, what do you need to see? That was heavy energy for you guys, Pisces. I didn't really like it. So I hope the cards are better. All right. I've not seen this one for anybody. I don't even know which way it goes. I'm going this way. Oh, the Malocchio. Nice. Wee. Toof, toof, toof. Sorry, Italian girl moment. We got a peacock feather on there. I get a lot of jealousy vibes with this. I get a lot of pride. I get a lot of somebody cast in the Malocchio here. I'm gonna be real with you. If you guys do not know what that is, look it up. It's Italian. It's a curse that it's like you invite jealousy. People try to curse you. They see what you have. They want it. They wish you bad juju. It's why, you know, we wear the horn in Italy and the evil eye. We try to cast that away. The evil eye is very faint here. There was, you know, some bad luck associated. There was 2 pentacles here in the side. Somebody was meddling. Somebody was putting their nose where it should not be. We've got Cupid here tangled up. Cupid is like, looks like it's tangled up in these vines here. This love got real messy. Too many people involved. Too many. Too many cooks in the kitchen. Somebody felt like they were very cursed. What's going on here? There's the damn peacock and we're feeding it. The hell? And then what is this? I have not had any of these cards for anybody. What in the ever-loving is going on here? I don't even know what to make of that. More pentacles. All right, first of all, look at that. It says insight, see beyond appearances, masks, cliches, and cultural stereotypes to gain insight. 7 energy. Confusing. The first thing that happened, these cards are intuitive cards, guys. They're artist cards. They're meant to spark my intuition and help me with my gifts and help me think, you know, do things and see if I'm on point. The first thing I felt when I saw that card was confused. That's literally what it says, confusion. Like, see beyond appearances, you know, masks, cliches, and cultural stereotypes. It is somebody trying to hide things, and it's 7 energy. 7 is about being very confused. It's about being deceptive. It's about not knowing the truth. It's about, you know, 7 of Swords is trying to deceive somebody, trying to make somebody believe something that's not there, trying to get away with something without being seen. 7 of Cups energy, we're very emotionally confused. 7 of Pentacles energy, we feel like we're not getting anything accomplished. We don't know what to invest in. We don't even know where to start. And then 7 of Wands energy, we don't know whether we should defend something or guard ourselves and protect us against it. We don't know what to fight for. That's your future outcome here. Confusion. You know why? Because in the past, we have this very chaotic love situation, I feel like, that was, you know, not very confused. Yeah, it was super confusing, not very stable. A lot of people involved, all right? I feel like, and now look, you're feeding that damn peacock. There's that peacock that I was like feeling like cursed everything, that got everything tangled up. And look, you're feeding it again. Somebody's feeding their pride here. Somebody's feeding their ego. Someone's choosing to invest into something, you know, to feed their own ego. Someone's interacting with an energy, you know, to feed their ego here. And also something is not as, you know, beautiful as it seems. Someone's putting on a show. I just keep getting it. It's like it's escalating, you know, whatever this is. In the past, it was only, you know, a little bit bad. Now we're just at, you know, we're taking it from a matinee to prime time is kind of what it is here. Whatever this ego issue is. Past card, it says seed. Having the intention to grow like a seed and bloom is at the heart of creativity. It's 6 energy. It is choosing to invest, all right? But I feel like somebody was tied up in another situation, another love situation. They didn't want to tell you about that, or someone saw it and didn't want to, you know, believe it. Somebody wanted to be chosen. Somebody tried really hard to get chosen here. Even though they knew it was messy. Current situation, trust. Trust that you were born a creative being and have never stopped being one. 5 energy. Somebody doesn't know their own worth and realize that, you know, they don't have enough sense to realize that what they're investing is a fantasy here. Somebody does not feel, you know, doesn't have enough self-esteem to realize that putting themselves in a situation that is messy, where you're not the center of attention in the relationship, where you're not the only person receiving attention, that's, someone's energy is spread so thin and someone's just accepting that. It's like 8 of Cups in reverse almost, or not really, because you're not disconnecting, you're feeding the demon here. She's standing on very, you know, somebody's seeing things through rose-colored glasses. This whole reading looks very pink. Like we're not seeing it clearly here. The only thing that's not rosy is like the other side of the water. Do you see this? I read art, y'all. I mean, look, the other bank, you know, the other side where the grass is actually green. This time the grass actually is greener on the other side, and some of y'all need to go mow that lawn. Instead of feeding whatever this shit is that we're just glossing over like everything's fine. I just got that everything's fine card from the Modern Witch Tarot. There's 2 10 of Swords in that deck, and one is the 10 of Swords where it's the painful ending and it actually happens. The other one is the everything's fine. They look identical, and it's somebody pretending like, you know, something's not over or needs to be over. They're like, oh no, it's fine. You know, let's just gloss over it like it's not a big deal. That also pulls me back to the Hoodoo Tarot. That's the Tower card. The Tower card in the Hoodoo Tarot, if you're looking at it, it's literally a slave owner's house with a rose-colored, you know, lens that shows it's a beautiful Southern antebellum mansion, but the rest of the card you see that it's, you know, a house of horrors. That's what someone's doing here. They're glancing at it like it's not that bad. They're trying to see the good in it, or they're trying to make excuses. Somebody is enabling as well. I want to tell you that. Somebody is enabling somebody's pride and ego, or they're feeding a negative, frivolous thing. They need to stop being an enabler. Someone needs to get brought down to reality. I feel like somebody is living in a fucking fantasy land. Big time. Trust that you were, yeah, it's like trust, insight, and then in the past we have seed. Let's clarify these with tarot. See what's going on for y'all, Pisces. All right, what's this seed card about? What's this card about from the recent past? What is this card about from the recent past? There it is. Justice, daughter of the Lord of the Truth. Yeah, that's what, like, yin and yang. And look, the yin and the yang are separated literally by the truth. The reason this isn't going to come all the way together is because there's a big fat truth in the middle of it that somebody's not acknowledging. Justice was called in. I feel like something was created. I feel like somebody was weighing options. They've got Jupiter and, what is that? Venus? Venus and Jupiter. Oh, yeah, heart or head. Are we going to do heart or head? That was required here. Someone's just, you know, following their heart. They're not using their head. Somebody can't separate the two to save their life. Might be dealing with a Libra. The truth of the matter was exposed, though. And like I said, somebody was wearing rose-colored glasses. Somebody doesn't want to see this for what it is. The universe has already decided what it is, though. You guys really need to separate your emotions and your thoughts and look at it from both ways. Somebody can't do that. They can't see the forest for the trees. They're literally ignoring the trees here. The only green, lush thing that's growing here is being ignored by the only human. Also, there's only one person invested in whatever the situation is. All these cards are like one person, and they're like looking out in other directions. There's only one person involved. Somebody else is not as invested is what I'm getting. What's the current situation about? This is that trust card. What's this trust about? Somebody feels like they can breadcrumb somebody, all right? They feel like somebody's stupid and they'll just keep taking these little tiny, you know, seeds that she's feeding this peacock. Somebody wants your attention just to stroke their ego, I gotta tell you that. Two of Swords, you're in a rock and a hard place. Lord of Peace restored. You have to make the decision here. If you want to restore peace, if you want to restore balance, there's justice. Justice requires a decision to be made. Somebody needs to, you know, that swords. Y'all are dealing with, you know, an air sign probably. You don't feel like you have a good option here. You keep feeding whatever this demon is because you feel like it's the only way you can keep it attached. Or somebody gives you just enough to keep you from making a final decision. Something was done in the past that somebody's glossing over, thinking it's not that big of a deal when it was. That's when the justice should have been served, when the decision should have been made. Current situation, we're still trying to salvage this burning tower. Someone's refusing to make a clear-cut decision whether or not to, you know, go. But not making that decision, you know, there will be no peace restored. The way that you know, you get a harsh truth with the Ace of Swords, which you got with that Justice card. When you got that truth, you have to, you know, ponder which way you're going to go with it. Are you going to accept it and move in that direction? Or are you going to deny it and pretend like it never happened? Somebody's not making a decision. They're thinking that they can save this, or they're thinking that they can change the course. And I don't think that that is the case. What are you? Near future. High Priestess in the reverse. Yeah. More indecision, all right? And then the Ten of Swords, the Lord of Ruin. Someone needs to just rip the Band-Aid off of whatever this shit is, all right? Insight. See beyond appearances, masks, cliches, and stereotypes to gain insight. Somebody needs to get above everything, all right? Take a look from the higher perspective here. They're not doing that. Somebody's refusing to listen to their intuition. Their intuition is telling them that we need to make a decision, that this is not the way to go. We are not getting justice here. That we're attached to something we shouldn't be attached to, that we feel like we're being breadcrumbed, we feel like we're not being taken care of. You get just enough attention from whoever this is to keep you invested is the problem. That's why you stay, but that's not going to work anymore, all right? It's not. Also, this energy is going to get more secretive. It's going to get more confusing. High Priestess in the reverse, that's, you know, manipulation. It's like purposely disclosing or not disclosing things. It's purposely concealing things. It's a lying energy. It's an energy of deception. It's either you lying to yourself, continuing to walk around with those rose-colored glasses on, or it's very literally another person lying to your fucking face. Either way, you're not getting any clarity here, and you're also not going to be feeling good on the inside about this. A lot of y'all just need clarity here. You are, you know, Pisces. I also channeled for you guys a couple of the signs, Scorpio and you and somebody else. I really, really want y'all to take a look at your 12th house and your birth chart and see what planets you have sitting there. And then I want you to, you know, look at the transits going on now. Compare that to what's transiting through your 12th house. 12th house is, you know, your house. You rule that house. I feel like there's a lot hidden or a lot that's being unearthed right now for some of y'all. I do feel like you do have justice due to you, but it's going to require some tough decision making on your part. I feel like you really don't want to do that. It's going to, yeah. You got to see it for what it is. Some of y'all, I got to straight up tell you, you're living in a fantasy world. You're showing up as your own energy, High Priestess in the reverse for the near future. And this shit looks ridiculous. Just got that Kanye West song. One hand in the air if you don't really care. It's like that sometimes, man. Ridiculous. Life can be sometimes ridiculous. I'm so appalled. It's called Appalled, I think. Look that up. It's talking about how ridiculous things can get. Like, literally just get out of control. Like, don't let this get out of control. All right, let's see. So